So today on What It Looks Like Homemade, we are going to make cheesy beef tortellini. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be fantastic. Here's a sample of it right here. It looks fantastic. It is super easy to make. Just minimal ingredients, probably max time 30 minutes is all it needs. So we're gonna get started today on What It Looks Like Homemade cheesy beef tortellini. All right, listen, here we go. You don't know how to cook, I'ma teach you now. Stir fry, cheesecake, apple pie. Get your mind right, you ain't gotta ask why. I can do this all night, let me show you how. Everything tastes good when you follow me. Make a friend ask, can I get the recipe? We turn lemons into lemonade. Get your cooking skills and upgrade on what it looks like homemade. What it looks like homemade. What it looks like homemade. Homemade. So to get us started, we're gonna start off by first cooking our onions. We're gonna saute some onions in our skillet, and then we'll use that inside of the ground beef when it's time to cook the ground beef. And we will add the onions inside the ground beef once that is done too. So let's go ahead and get started first with the onions. Now to learn how to cut an onion, I'll post a link to a video right here on how to cut an onion the easy way. It's super easy to do so. Okay, so we're gonna add some olive oil into the skillet here, just a little bit. Just make sure that it doesn't stick to the skillet. Get nice and hot. And add in our ground beef. Just separate it. Now you can use whatever kind of seasoning you like to use to season your ground beef. What I prefer to use is some Lowry seasoning salt. Sprinkle some in here. And then I like to use the Lowry's garlic salt. Ooh, I wish you could smell it. It's already smelling good. All right, and then I put on some black pepper. And get this cooked up here. All right, so now we're gonna drain this fat before we add in our onions. All right, now let's add our onions in here. Mix it in here nice and well. Get it all in there. You don't want big chunks of onions in one little section. Just gonna blend it. All right, and then once that's all blended, we're gonna set the ground beef aside until we're ready for it. All right, now it's time to make the pasta. 3 cheese tortellini pasta by Barilla. Barilla is my favorite brand of pasta. When you watch my videos, you notice that most of the pasta that I make is from this company here. I don't know what it is, it just tastes up. It just tastes really good. Pour that in there. And do the whole bag. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. All right. Now, one trick I like to do is I like to add a little olive oil to the pasta. And it kind of helps it not to stick to itself. Adds a nice little flavor to it as well. All right, now it is time to drain the pasta. Okay, so now we're gonna pour in our 8 ounces of our evaporated milk. See, that pot was already hot. And then we want this to come to a boil, and then we're gonna slowly add in our cheese. Now this one, I have the sharp cheddar cheese, and then this one is a 6-blend Italian cheese. Now this one has, check it out. This one has shredded, mozzarella, provolone with smoke flavor, Romano, Fontina, fresh Asiago and Parmesan natural cheese. So this one's got quite a nice blend there. So this one's gonna be a nice cheesy dish. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. This is already starting to boil here in just a second. Okay, now once it starts to boil, we're gonna turn it down to low. And then we wanna start slowly adding in our cheeses so it can melt. Add in some sharp. And the 6 blended Italian one. Oh, that fell out my hand. Get a chance to melt in there. Add some more. We have about 4 ounces of each one. Add in some more. Okay, now we're gonna add our tortellini into this mixture here. Uh-oh. Of course, I would make a mess. Hey, that's what happens when you cook, right? Oh, that is very cheesy. All right, now it's time to add in our ground beef. Dump it right into the pot. And all that niceness in there. I gotta stir it up. Man, this is crazy. All right, now we're gonna take 1 cup of our seasoned panko breadcrumbs. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter to it. Just gonna blend it in there. So when we pour it over the pasta dish, it's gonna make it nice and crispy as it bakes in the oven. That's what we want. Okay, so now it's time to transfer our tortellini into our baking dish here. First, we're gonna spread on some Pam to make sure that it doesn't stick. It's a nice little coating there. And now we will transfer this in here. I mean, it is nice and cheesy. It smells so good. Yeah, I want to get all of it from the bottom of this pan, of this pot here. Okay, now let's spread it around. Now we're gonna sprinkle on our breadcrumbs over the top of it. And this is optional. Like if you don't want the breadcrumbs, you don't have to put it on there. To me, I like the little crunchiness from it. I think it makes it taste really, really delicious. Then we're gonna bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. And we're gonna cover it with foil so that it doesn't turn the top of it hard and crispy. We want it to be nice and smooth and creamy. Let's see how it's gonna taste. Oh, it's hot. Oh man, it's so good. That cheesy inside the tortellini, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love it.